What if the most legendary wand in history, the one that makes its owner unbeatable, was actually defeated? We're ranking the 10 most powerful wands in the Harry Potter universe, and the final results will shock you. The most powerful wand isn't always the one you think, and its story breaks every rule of magic. Lucius Malfoy's wand. Starting us off at number 10 is the wand of Lucius Malfoy. Crafted from elm with a dragon heartstring core, it measured an unusually long 18 inches. Its most striking feature was the ornate silver snakehead handle, a clear reflection of Malfoy's taste for status and Slytherin symbolism. What makes this wand noteworthy is the chilling moment Voldemort demanded it in Deathly Hallows. Surrounded by dozens of loyal followers, he singled out Lucius and stripped him of his wand, intending to use it against Harry Potter. This choice implies Voldemort, a master judge of power, saw Lucius's wand as particularly strong or reliable compared to the others present. The story of Lucius's wand demonstrates a key truth. Sometimes it isn't the wizard who makes a wand infamous, but the sheer circumstance in which it is wielded or taken. Minerva McGonagall's wand. Moving on to a witch of immense precision and control, Professor McGonagall's wand. It measured 9.5 inches, made of fir wood, with a dragon heartstring core. Shorter wands are often suited for precise and controlled spell work, fitting her perfectly. She was the Hogwarts Transfiguration Professor, a field that demands accuracy above raw force. With it, she performed some of the most advanced transfiguration magic seen in the series, including commanding an army of animated suits of armor to defend Hogwarts. What sets her wand apart is the incredible way it amplifies her natural talent, acting as a perfect extension of her mastery. Filius Flitwick's wand. The next entry belongs to a former dueling champion whose mastery of charms was second to none. Professor Flitwick, the long-serving charms master, carried a wand that reflected his extraordinary gifts. While its exact wood, length, and core were never revealed in canon, its power is clear. Flitwick was unrivaled in his finesse and speed in casting. His wand was central to these feats, enabling him to cast defensive enchantments that rivaled any in the castle. The lack of detailed specifications reminds us that not all power lies in rare cores. Sometimes, the true strength of a wand is revealed only through the results. Severus Snape's wand. Severus Snape's wand is one of the more mysterious entries. Neither its length, wood, nor core are ever revealed. But what we do know is that Snape was one of the most inventive and powerful wizards of his era, and his wand never held him back. As the Half-Blood Prince, Snape invented and refined spells, curses, and potions that others would rely on for decades. His original spells, such as Sectum Sempra, became feared weapons. His wand had to be strong enough to channel this experimental magic without faltering. A lesser wand would have limited him, but Snape's clearly matched his exceptional, if darkly inclined, skill. Bellatrix Lestrange's wand. Bellatrix Lestrange wielded a wand that was as dangerous as its master, crafted from walnut, measuring 12 3/4 inches, and containing a dragon heartstring core. Ollivander described it as unyielding, a trait that matched Bellatrix's sadistic personality. This wand left a long trail of victims. It was used to torture Alice and Frank Longbottom, to kill Sirius Black, and to slay Dobby the house elf. Its affinity for the unforgivable curses, particularly the Cruciatus, was exceptionally strong. Its legacy of cruelty meant the wand itself carried a sinister aura, forever inseparable from its dark deeds. Gellert Grindelwald's original wand. Before he ever claimed the Elder Wand, Gellert Grindelwald wielded a tool powerful enough to make him one of the most feared young wizards of his time. The exact details of this first wand, its wood, length, and core, were never revealed. However, its effectiveness is clear. With this original wand, he was already demonstrating mastery over advanced curses and was able to rival Albus Dumbledore in a duel during their youth. The potency of his first wand stands out because it represents the very foundation of Grindelwald's dark rise, proving he was a world-changing wizard, even without the most legendary staff of all. Harry Potter's wand. Harry Potter's wand is one of the most significant in the wizarding world. Crafted from holly, measuring 11 inches, it contained a phoenix feather core. That feather was supplied by Fawkes, Dumbledore's phoenix, and only one other wand shared the same donor, Lord Voldemort. This brotherhood defined much of Harry's story, famously producing the Priori incantatum effect. Beyond this rare link, Harry's wand consistently displayed strength far beyond what was expected, even resisting destruction and acting of its own accord to protect its master. Lord Voldemort's wand. Lord Voldemort's wand was crafted from yew, measured 13.5 inches, and contained the twin phoenix feather core to Harry's. This is the infamous instrument responsible for the deaths of James and Lily Potter. Its affinity for dark magic perfectly matched Voldemort's nature, pairing especially well with the killing curse. What makes it notable is not just its record of death, but also its critical role in the creation of his Horcruxes. Its power was undeniable, but its familial link to Harry's wand ultimately created a limitation, forcing Voldemort to seek the next entry on our list, Albus Dumbledore's original wand. Long before Albus Dumbledore became the master of the Elder Wand, he wielded his first wand, though its exact wood, length, and core were never revealed. Its strength is legendary. This ordinary wand, fought like any other young wizard's, became the tool through which Dumbledore mastered diverse fields of magic. Most significantly, it was with this original wand that he defeated Gellert Grindelwald in 1945, even though Grindelwald was wielding the Elder Wand at the time. The story of Dumbledore's first wand highlights a key truth. Even a regular wand can rival the most feared artifact in existence when held by a wizard of unparalleled talent. The Elder Wand, securing its place as the most powerful wand in wizarding history, is the Elder Wand. Crafted from elderwood, 15 inches long with a core of thestral tail hair, it is one of the 3 Deathly Hallows. Said to have been created by Death himself, it can perform magic beyond the limits of ordinary wands, famously shown when Harry used it to mend his own broken holly wand. In battle, it channels spells with unmatched intensity. Despite its immense power, its effectiveness still depended on the wizard wielding it, as Voldemort ultimately failed to master its true allegiance. The Elder Wand's history of violence, combined with its unique ability to make the impossible possible, secures its place as the single most powerful wand ever known. Snape versus Lockhart. The first real demonstration of Expelliarmus occurs in Chamber of Secrets during a dueling club organized by Professor Lockhart. Lockhart, brimming with arrogance, pairs himself with Professor Snape for the opening duel. The students expect a display of dazzling magic, yet they witness one of the simplest spells, Expelliarmus. Snape does not show off. He simply raises his wand and utters the incantation, sending Lockhart's wand flying. The force propels Lockhart across the room, landing him flat on his back. This moment illustrates that Expelliarmus is more than just a disarming spell. It acts almost like a concussive blast, capable of incapacitating opponents. J.K. Rowling establishes that this is not merely a student spell. It's swift, efficient, and decisive. Snape's use of Expelliarmus demonstrates that a wizard who understands timing can win a duel without resorting to dangerous magic. This marks the beginning of Expelliarmus evolving into something far more significant: Snape's defeat. In Prisoner of Azkaban, the spell Expelliarmus takes on an entirely new dimension during the tense confrontation in the Shrieking Shack. Harry, Ron, and Hermione find themselves face-to-face with Sirius Black, the man they believe betrayed Harry's parents. Just as the truth begins to unravel, Professor Snape bursts in, fueled by years of resentment and a burning desire to capture Sirius. Before he can act, the trio instinctively steps between him and Sirius, their loyalty to Harry overriding fear. Acting as one, they raise their wands and shout, "Expelliarmus!" The synchronized force of their spells collides in a flash of red light, striking Snape squarely in the chest. He's lifted off his feet, slammed against the wall, and knocked unconscious, his wand flying uselessly away. In this moment, Expelliarmus transcends its simple role as a disarming charm. Under the right circumstances, when powered by unity, emotion, and intent, it becomes a devastatingly effective offensive spell. The scene demonstrates how even a seemingly defensive incantation can wield immense power in the hands of determined young wizards, proving that strength in magic isn't just about aggression, but conviction and teamwork. Priori incantatum. In Goblet of Fire, Expelliarmus reaches its most extraordinary and defining moment during the graveyard duel between Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort. Surrounded by Death Eaters and facing certain death, Harry stands his ground, his instincts guiding him more than training or logic ever could. As Voldemort snarls the words of the killing curse, Avada Kedavra, Harry reflexively shouts, Expelliarmus, clinging to the spell that has always embodied his defensive nature. What follows defies every known rule of magic. The two spells collide in midair, neither overpowering the other. Instead, golden threads of light twist together, forming a connection between Harry's wand and Voldemort's. The wands hum with ancient energy, and from this miraculous union emerges Priori incantatem, a phenomenon so rare that even the greatest wizards have only spoken of it in theory. Ghostly echoes, shimmering remnants of Voldemort's past victims, begin to emerge from the Dark Lord's wand. Cedric Diggory, Bertha Jorkins, Frank Bryce, and finally, Harry's own parents. These spectral figures surround Harry, shielding him with their courage and giving him the strength to act. As they speak words of love and hope, Harry seizes the moment to break the connection and flee. In this encounter, Expelliarmus is no longer a simple disarming charm. It becomes a beacon of resistance and moral conviction. Against the darkest of evils, Harry's unwavering choice of defense over destruction proves that true power lies not in domination, but in the courage to stand firm, even when all seems lost. Voldemort's downfall. The most dramatic instance of Expelliarmus occurs in Deathly Hallows. Harry faces Voldemort, who casts Avada Kedavra with confidence. Instead of using a killing curse or stunning spell, Harry responds with Expelliarmus. The Elder Wand refuses to kill its true master, and Harry's spell causes Voldemort's curse to rebound, leading to his defeat. This moment ties together the various uses of Expelliarmus throughout the series. It serves not only as a defensive spell, but as the defining force that ultimately vanquishes Voldemort. In conclusion, Expelliarmus embodies the series' themes of resilience and the power of choice, highlighting how a simple charm can shape the fate of the wizard.